You got to get out there and suck some dicks and send some Dropbox links.
Yeah.
To some babies.
Well, all right. Battle raps, cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. You's a liar, I can smell it on you. Got the voice down packed, but your eyes are telling on you. Shame on you for stretching your mouth around shit that your heart knows you don't do.
What's going on in Milwaukee? How's she looking over there?
She's looking all right, man. We still have this. Are we recording already?
Oh, we're live, baby. It's
right.
One take, Jake. You know how we do.
Is this game sound too loud? Austin's got the Bucks game on in the background.
I can't hear anything.
All right, perfect. Yeah, man, Milwaukee's good. It's hard to actually complain right now.
I know. That's all I want to do. I'm open. I'm working. I'm in Houston, but all I want to do is complain about it. It's kind of disgusting.
Even still, with how open Houston is.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, actually. But what are the parties? Are they real parties out there, or is it like strict? You have to be at your table.
It depends on where you're at. There's some places that are a little more loose. Like when the shit first started, or like when the seating mandate first started in Milwaukee, we had health department people coming around and like taking pictures and shit in the venues. Like be some old motherfucker in a venue, and he'd just be standing in the middle of it, just with his phone out, taking a picture of the whole club.
So a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. And it's like,
listen, you're going to get corona from being here. You're too old to be here.
Exactly.
You're going to die. Go home.
Like, I remember one of the spots, one of my friends sent me a picture or a video of him like recording the health department guy in the middle of the space, like taking a picture of the entire venue.
Yeah.
And then they like send that shit in, and that like venues can get fined for it. So there's venues that are getting fined for people not sitting down, where it's like you can only do so much, because what are you going to have? I mean, if you're allowing 200 people in your venue, what are you going to have? 100 security guards that are walking around telling everybody to sit down at every single moment of the night?
Yeah, and we're working against the alcohol here. Every shot taken is one less chance that you're going to actually put your mask on to go to the bathroom or stay seated or whatever. Like, you're selling the anti-fucking mask drug. So
originally our rules were like everyone had to wear a mask unless you're like walking to the bathroom or if you like had a drink in your hand. And then now they have the seating mandate. So like if you're inside the bar, you have to be seated unless you're going to the bathroom or entering or leaving.
So what's up with the new nightclub I see like Mr. Shaw was at and Heavy was at, and like the new spot that all these Chicago guys are coming down for? It's just like
I haven't been there yet, but yeah, it should be under the same rules. But I mean, I'm sure most places aren't. So that's Plum. That's what that was.
Oh, that was Plum, and that's now
it's room. Yeah, it's room 7. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they've still been. I didn't even know like Gordo was there on Saturday. I didn't know shit about it because I haven't seen like, I don't know what they do for promo, but yeah, I didn't even know that he was there until Darren hit me up. Darren texted me and was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, I'm in Milwaukee, and I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, Gordo's DJing here." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I'm like, I didn't even know that. So
yeah. So I saw all those flyers and stuff. I just imagine that if they're bringing guys in from Chicago, I imagine that they're just throwing a real party, you know?
Yeah, it's still all the same. So, I mean, they should just, they're probably just doing like bottle service. And then I guess like if you're in bottle service, you're probably sitting down. And then you just have X amount of seats at the bar.
Yeah.
I don't know revenue wise how they're making enough to be paying people like fucking Shaw and Gordo, because like a lot of the other places, I mean,
I'd imagine it's a cut rate. I feel like everybody's working for a cut, like whatever their rate is, a cut version of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just being understanding with the venues and knowing
just
like,
to be able to work right now. But yeah, there's some Spire just got shut down. Did you go to Spire when you were here?
No, I know what it is. I follow them on like Instagram.
They've been shut down like 6 different times, but they never really shut down. But now this time is like they're fucking donezo.
They're like closed, like they're not going to be, or is it like a year-long suspension?
I think it's a 60-day suspension, and they're actually going to do it. So they're kind of cracking down over here, but
really,
just I mean, a little bit. I think they're trying to do what they can while also trying to keep people open. It's like this weird, it's the same shit that's going on. It's, they're just fighting with each other. The fucking maskers versus the business people.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. But you know what I did find out? We took a Uber. You know about the fucking Ubers in Houston, right?
It's insane, dude. Maddie and I, when we went down there to visit you, when was that even? The opening weekend of Bottled, which was when?
I think the end of September.
Yeah. So, when we went down there, you guys weren't like fully open, like, because obviously coming off of that was Bottle Blonde in Arizona had just got like shut down in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So you guys were super cautious at the one in Texas because you guys are kind of under a microscope, or the one in Houston. And dude, I think I almost died 3 times in an Uber in a 4-day span.
Bro, so the Uber drivers are fucking terrible out here. Just like you're putting your life at risk more than you are to go. I would suck fucking Corona juice off of a ball sack before I got in the back of some shitty Uber driver's car.
Yeah.
But we get an Uber last night, and this dude fucking like can't pull up to where he needs to pull up. So I'm like, oh God, here we go again.
Yeah.
Call the guy. Not a great situation. We get in the car, and I'm like, okay, do you drive a lot around here? Like, do you know where you're going? Do you know the streets, or should I tell you where to go? Because half the time they get lost. And it's not 100% their fault. The GPS out here is insane because there's so many highways.
I think with the highway exits,
directions that you can go, and it's like just pick one way. Just pick the straightest way, and it's easy. But they always make you get on the highway. They make it take longer. It's crazy. So I was like, "Yo, do you need my help to tell you where to go, or like, can you just do it?" And he was like, "No, I got it. I'm from New York, but I've been in Houston for 7 years." So then we were talking to him. I'm like, "Oh, why'd you leave New York?" He's like, "Man, fuck New York. It's bullshit out there. Like, if I want to be an Uber driver in New York, I got to get the car, and then I got to get a special insurance, and then I got to take a class, and then I got to get a license, and I got to pay the city this, and like, there's so many steps." And he goes, "Houston, you come here, you get the car, you drive Uber. Don't even need a license." I was like, "What?" "Oh no, yeah." He's like, "You don't even need a license." I'm like, "You don't need a license to drive a car in Houston." And he's like, "No." I was like, "Well, there you fucking have it. There you go. There you have it. That's why they can't. People are coming here from other parts of the country to drive Uber because you don't need a license."
How do you not need an actual license to be able to drive, though?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but this is what's going on, and it all clicked. It all made sense when he said that. I was like, "Well, fuck." No wonder.
Let me tell you, when Maddie and I were there, we're going 75 on the highway, right? And it's a fork in the highway for the exit.
Yeah, he was probably right in the middle. Probably gonna fucking drive into the median.
He literally was like about to take the exit and just stop, completely slammed on the brakes, like where like the water barrels are between like the exit. We were just parked right there, right in the middle of the fucking highway. And then he had to just like jump back onto the highway and start going fucking 80 again. I was like literally went from 80.
And he probably did that shit like he does it every time he drives.
Oh, dude. He just made it seem like it was no big deal. And Maddie and I are like grabbing our shit in the back, like, oh, we're going to die. I was like, there's so many other drivers there. While just in the 4-day span that we were there, I was like, holy fuck, dude, how are these drivers this bad?
I used to take Uber naps. Like my drive to work was nice. It was a 15-minute nap. It was smooth. Every 5 minutes, I'm fucking getting thrown into the back of the seat. These guys can't. It's unbelievable. But it's because they don't have licenses. So I can't even blame them anymore. It's the state of Texas or the town of Houston or whatever the fuck it is. Just come here and get your car, start driving Uber. You're good to go. You
got free reign to just do whatever the fuck you want, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, but that it makes a lot of other things make sense when you think about it. Like Houston, you can just come here and just like do things. In Chicago or New York, big cities, they try and tax you for everything. They make it harder. Everything's more expensive. Like it's just it's more of a grind to make it.
But just living in Houston, you just do whatever the fuck you want, apparently.
Yeah, I mean it's way more easy going. It's
how's the transition been since you've been out there?
It's a bit of an adjustment.
Yeah,
definitely a little bit of an adjustment. I was hoping that like winter was not going to be cold, and it's not. It's definitely not as cold as Chicago, but it gets fucking cold. It gets 40, 30, like it gets cold. It's raining a lot. So
yeah, I know when we were there, it rained like every day, and it was like monsoons when it would come down for a half hour, and then all of a sudden it would just stop.
Yeah,
just normal. But that's what I always think, like from when we talked last year, like texting and stuff. You think like Texas is so much further south than Milwaukee and Chicago. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's got to be like 70, 75. And you're like, no, it's like 40 there right now. I'm like, yeah, okay, like that's the same as here. Like
it gets cold, but it gets hot. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for just some sick heat. Like I want to walk outside. I miss the sauna, bro.
Yeah.
You can't get a fucking sauna. Like the healthiest thing that you could do for yourself. You can't get one because of Corona.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I will be
we got ours open here, I think. At the WAC. At the WAC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think it's just like a limit for like 2 or 3 people in it, though.
You're fucking lucky. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
I've been calling Equinox every week. I'm like, is your sauna open? Is your sauna open? No, COVID.
They don't do anything at all. That's kind of, I don't know.
I found
a lot of these rules.
I found one place that had theirs open, but it was kind of a shithole. And I'm like, if I'm gonna die of Corona, it's gonna be from this
in a nice
sauna.
Yeah.
You know?
What's the spot in Chicago that you'd always work out at?
Midtown,
is that
bro? My life. Ever since I haven't been there, I've just been trying to achieve that life. Like that was my best life
I've ever been to.
People talk about their best life. That was it for me. That was it. That fucking gym, bro. Oh my God. It's like going to a spa every day. I need that.
It was insane. Like I mean, I only went with you a couple times to that gym, and every time I walked in, I'm like, what the fuck? Like
it makes you feel rich. You get to feel rich when you're not rich. You know what I'm saying? It's like a nice insight into.
I was literally going to say I felt poor walking in there because everybody else, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know, you're like, okay, this is how they do it. I better fucking make it. I better get some money, grind it out, because I'm trying to be here.
Yeah, I looked at a couple of them. And I know like Dom, he used to go to has been to the one in New York or some shit, and he's like, yeah, all those midtowns are just crazy nice. So.
Sick, bro.
That was easily still like now the nicest gym that I've ever been to.
I think about it all the time, bro. I think about that gym more than my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, what happened with that? You were locked down, wifed up for a while.
Yeah, it was great. It was like retirement. Like I wasn't working. I had like a wife doing my laundry and cooking me food. I was playing Fortnite every night. It was fucking incredible. But then, you know, I got to get back to work, and it's just long distances in it, bro. You can't. I don't know. She's
still living back in Chicago?
Yeah, she's got a kid.
Okay.
She has a kid who has a father in his life, like a good father. So she couldn't like come here with the kid. You know, he's got a father there, and like it's a mess. But long distance.
See, my thing though with your relationship, the way that you did it right is, I don't even know your girlfriend's name. Like she is completely off the grid.
Yeah, she doesn't have social media, which was huge.
Yeah, that's the shit, because you don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. And fucking nobody really, I mean, as far as I know, obviously people in Chicago that know her or whatever might know more of it, but like nobody knew who she was.
Yeah. It was
incredible. Any bullshit to worry about.
It was incredible, and it's still. I mean, yo, if it would be incredible if I was home, but it just long distance. Like all you're getting is the worst parts of the relationship, and you don't get the relationship that like makes all the worst parts acceptable. You're like, okay, I deal with this bullshit because I like to hold this person.
Yeah.
You don't get that. So it's like, it just doesn't work. I don't know. For me, I can't do it. Some people are like, yeah, I can do it, but I don't know, you're a fucking psychopath.
How is
Actually, I'm the psychopath, I think.
You are?
I think I am.
You're probably so relaxed with everything else. I can't.
Yeah, I don't care enough. That's the problem.
Yeah. And that's what ends up getting you in trouble with fucking girls. I've had ex-girlfriends that literally get mad because I like don't get jealous enough.
Yeah. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." She's like, "Why? Why are you not hurt?" Yeah. I'm like, "I don't know. I'm fucking trying to make money off these titties over here. Like, I'm focusing on the fucking Olymp tits. I'll be all right."
Would she get like upset about stuff that you do as far as DJ wise?
She was cool with everything, but it got harder long distance. That was the thing, is like, well, I'm not there. Like, you come, I don't care what you do because you're coming home to me at the end of the night. Yeah. I know you're there, I'm there. And that all makes sense. It just got harder for her.
Now I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm doing the same shit as before. Like, it's nothing new. I'm fucking smacking a couple tits and then I'm coming home to jerk off to Sarah Vandella. You know what I mean? It's not.
Damn. Moving on from Kelsey or what?
Kelsey's old news, bro. Her ass is fire, but it's like, I'm ready for something new. I need some new tricks.
Wow, that's fucked up, man. Leaving your girl. But yeah, fuck. Now I just forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. I completely forgot. Now I blanked out. I heard fucking Kelsey Monroe, and then I just blacked out.
Yeah, and you just started thinking about the cheeks, bro. She knows how to move them.
How girl wise, Chicago or Houston?
It's hard because I feel like it was easier for me to get laid in Chicago because I had a little more respect, like more people knew me. I have to fucking
more clout
here. Yeah, more clout. But the girls in Houston are there's some that are pretty fire.
I mean, when we were down there, I felt like every single girl had fucking fake tits.
A lot of fake titties, a lot of fake asses, which I do not approve of.
Yeah.
I've come to accept fake tits. The good ones are good. There's a lot of botch jobs for sure. And that's just like, how unbelievable that you did that to yourself. But fake butts are not there yet. They're not
the technology. Yeah.
They still just look like it just shouldn't be there. I'm looking at something that's wrong. You're not human anymore. You just turn yourself into a different creature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some very bad ones that just look like they just got pasted on there, and it's just like, what happened?
It's insane. You have these little ass legs, and then you just have this huge ass, and it's like, there's nothing that shows more that you didn't earn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what is like
that? If you worked out for that, the rest of your legs would be equivalent to that.
And everything would be cool. It would look good.
But
it just looks like two lollipops.
I don't even know, like, how much does a ass job go for nowadays? Like, tits aren't that expensive.
Exactly. That's the thing. There's like, there's the cheap boob jobs, and then there's the expensive ones that look nice, and then I would imagine that there's the same thing for the butts, but I don't know. I think a pair of tits like 10 grand?
Not even.
How much?
I don't even. I think
you've been looking into it. Why do you know?
No, I just know that I've looked it up before, and like from friends that have gotten boob jobs, I think it's only like 6-7 grand. Plus, they run those buy one get one.
Do they do the bring a friend BOGO?
No, I meant
buy
like
one get one half off.
Like buy one because there's two.
Oh, buy one get one. Okay, got you.
I think that's like a thing. I could totally just be making that up.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have.
Buy one get one for referring a friend is a good idea though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I want to get a girl a boob job. That's one of my goals in life.
Or what?
Huh?
Think you're Kanye West or what?
I want to get the Patreon to the point where that I can pay for that.
Wow.
That's like, I want, like the Olymp tits, it's a little $300 gold medal prize. I'm trying to get it to like first place, you get a new pair of tits, which wouldn't make sense for the Olymp tits because first place you have the best tits.
Yeah.
We should
But
do
you
it for
could do it with
last
the
picks.
ass though. You could do it with the like best ass, and then you get the pair of tits with it.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be something that could work.
That's definitely on the list. I want to do that. I want to be able to like, I want to be like, you see those right there? I bought those.
What do you get when you buy somebody a pair of tits?
You just get to
You
do that.
See them whenever.
Huh?
I feel like you just get to see them whenever.
Yeah, or jerk off on them whenever you need to. Something.
Whenever you need to.
Yeah.
How big is the bracket for the Olymp tits?
Well, it's still growing. I think there's like 20.
You're cutting it at.
So it's got two sides. So I'm filling in the one
you have
side.
like a bracket. Yeah.
Filling in the one side first while I'm still trying to get more contestants. But I think we got like 20 something.
Damn, I'm actually surprised that you don't have more than that.
Yeah, it's tough these days. Girls they don't part with their nudes like they used to. They all want money.
I figured, all you got to do, you don't no face. So just throw them out there. Win $300.
I had a bitch. I tried to like some fucking broad with an OnlyFans stripper moron from fucking Indiana. I sent her the flyer and she's like, what? $300? I get paid $100 for 10 minutes on a Zoom call. And I was like, well, bitch, how long does it take you to take a picture of your tits? Probably less than 10 minutes and you're getting $300.
Yeah.
So clearly you're
the equivalent of time and money earned.
I'm like, it's 100
seconds.
It's tenfold.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're an idiot. This is why you're an idiot. This is why you're going to remain a broke bitch who takes all of her money and spends it on fucking, purses.
That is crazy. The amount of money that these girls can make nowadays though.
Yo, the ones that are doing it right, I'm enjoying watching it. I'm like, there's a whole, how do you subscribe to any is your girlfriend here? Can we talk?
She's not, but I do not.
Okay. I subscribe to a lot because it's like
my thing that I always talk about with Austin and Josh and Dom, like the group chat boys. I just see no point in subscribing to an OnlyFans, and this is gonna sound fucked up if they're not fucking.
Ready. If they're not fucking.
Yeah. And I'll bring it up to like Josh and Austin. They're like, well, so you want to see them like sucking a dick or something? I'm like, the fucked up part. Yeah, I do. Like, I'm not just trying to see fucking some girls fucking. I'm like, I'll just go on the fucking internet if I want to just.
Yeah, but there is something nice about seeing somebody's tits who you know.
Yeah.
More her pussy more than anything. You're like, oh, that's what that looks like. Okay.
Yeah. See,
because you're always trying to guess. You're like, I wonder what.
So what are the girls that are doing it right? That how many of you are you subscribing to that are actually like fucking? So
I've only encountered one that I subscribe to, and then just strictly off the subscription, the $25, it didn't have to pay any more money. The posts that she was posting was her fucking a dildo. And I was like, and I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
It was like, this is like an Instagram model, like ass shot chick who's like, most of the time those girls don't post shit. You got to pay like $100 for a video.
Yep.
But so I log on and this girl's just got a blindfold on and she's just froggy styling on this dildo. And I was like, yo, yes.
Why is she blindfolded when she knows that it's, I
think so, like just for the scene of her fucking with her face in it, she has a blindfold on, like in case it gets leaked and her mom gets it, she could be like, no, mom, what? No, are you kidding me? You think that's my mouth? That's not my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Right. I get it.
But yeah, I was definitely satisfied with that. But there's so I followed some random chick who I don't know who was hot. Was probably horny, I don't know, or drunk. And then, so what most of the girls do is their posts are just like maybe a little titty, maybe a little ass, nothing crazy. And then you get this automated message every day. It's like, hey baby, I'm so happy to see you. Are you horny for me? I got this new video for you. It's me sucking 7 dicks. The Uber delivery guy brought me my pizza and then I blew him. Here, check this out. And then you have to pay extra for those, So
that's how they're getting the money.
That's how they're getting the real money. But there's a group. So I followed this random chick. And then one of those messages that I got was, hey, check out my friend she's really hot, and it's a video of her friend like naked, and she's like, hey baby, check out my OnlyFans. And I was like, yo, this bitch is kind of hot, so I followed her. And then I'm seeing all these girls are sharing every other girl's video. You know, like it's like all the podcasters working together. Or
they just hype each other up on the OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're all sharing their fans. They have a nice little network. They're getting.
I didn't know that's how it worked.
They're getting money, bro.
Yeah, because then you get one popular viral one, and she'll make another one, and then they both are just gonna kind of network their own fans, and you get all the crossover of, hey, I'm not following her, but I'm gonna follow this girl now.
Exactly. They just took the motto, you know, that the influencers are doing, or the YouTubers, everyone, and they just applied it to OnlyFans, and those are the girls that are crushing it. It's
does OnlyFans show how many subscribers that they have?
No,
like,
you can't.
Like your Patreon.
Patreon does that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was weird at first, but I like that too, because that's the whole point of Patreon, is like to build a community. It's like everybody's there for the same reason. So like we're sharing all this information. OnlyFans is like, I don't want people to know I'm here, I'm jerking off. You know what I mean? Like if Bob from The Office sees my name.
I didn't know that Patreon shows like who is actually subscribed to you. I just know like your page will show like you have X amount of subscribers and you're making X amount this month.
Yeah.
I didn't know it shows like who the subscribers are.
Oh, well, I don't know if you could see who else subscribes, but I'm just saying like in the comments and shit.
Yeah. Then you'll see J6969 is commenting.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can see who else is following or not. I would
assume not. I would assume that they'd want to keep it like.
It might be. I mean, Patreon's more, it's less. I turned it kind of sexual, obviously, for my shit, but normally it's like for regular people.
Yeah, but see, that's good because that's your branding, and you're utilizing what is hot right now with whether you would have started it on OnlyFans yourself, or Patreon, or I mean, I'm pretty sure those are really like the only two right now as far as doing what you're doing. But like even like Danger Zone like is doing his remixes and stuff on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I tried to make an OnlyFans. They didn't accept my ID because it's too old and beat up. You have to send.
You got that Arizona one, huh?
Yeah. 2054. I'll have that for another 20 years.
Yeah. What made you like in the decision process? Was it like OnlyFans takes less of a cut or what?
I just thought it would be funny for me.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny for me to have an OnlyFans. Everyone knows what it is already. But then, you know, they didn't accept my ID, and I'm in Texas and my passport is back home in Chicago. So I was like, fuck, I want to like get this going. I can't wait to get my passport. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do Patreon.
Yeah. I was wondering how like why Danger Zone picked like OnlyFans or even
it's probably funny. Like, I know Avi's on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Yeah. Who I was like, I don't know why they end up picking that if it's like less of a cut that they take or what, but it's all business. I mean, that's motherfuckers are making money off it. Like Kayla Troy, I don't know what the fuck she does on hers. If she's actually posting like nudes and shit or just doing music stuff.
I don't know either. I haven't subscribed. I should probably subscribe. So I've had that question a lot. So I feel like
I that you would have been one that would subscribe to her because
well, I don't really support her because she's a fucking terrible DJ. So I don't really want to give her money.
So
what?
I've never met her and never heard her. So
I mean, it's just like, have you ever been in the club and like you're kind of vibing, you're a little drunk, you maybe smoke some weed, and like this is Tao. This was at Tao. Like you're feeling good. That room is fucking good. You walk in there and you're like, wow, this is a club. This is nice. And then all of a sudden you hear on the mic this fucking turkey gobbling. It's this Irish turkey, like, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, that's actually what the noise that she made?
No, it's just how she sounds when she talks. She has like a really high voice, and she's from Ireland. She has an Irish accent, and she's like, let's go, people. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she's just not good at DJing. But yeah, I'm just talking shit.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's a real experience. Me and Dolo literally looked at each other. We were like, who the fuck did that?
I had to listen to fucking Chantel Jeffries DJ, and that was miserable. And that bitch got like fucking $9,000 to DJ.
Yeah, I mean, these girls are getting money. I respect the hustle, you know, just fake it till you make it, or make it while you fake it, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
But
you know what's fucked up is, speaking of faking it, I'm pretty sure Chantel Jeffries literally just played a mix.
yeah, that's what someone did that at Joy District. Mads, I think.
Oh yeah, she's like an Australian chick, I think.
I'm not sure, but it was
like
just,
I've seen her on like some other DJs, like Brooke Evers or some shit.
yeah, some, you know, it's like one of those. Yeah, she came in, me and Dolo were DJing. It's like, well, first of all, it was our Friday night party that we fucking started at that place, the Strategy and Dolo show. That was the first place that did it.
Yeah.
And we built that fucking Friday night.
One time. You guys DJ on like the second floor in that little fucking window.
Yeah, we were on the roof at first, and then we went down to the club. Dude, that shit was lit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the guys hit us up and like, hey, we're gonna have Mads, you know, why don't you guys take the night off? We're like, what? Take the night off? This is our fucking night. We'll open for the bitch if you want. And then so she comes on, and then she just puts her mix on, and she's up there pretending to turn knobs and shit. And these people are just like,
just watching.
They don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And it's like, she's putting on this spectacle like she's at fucking EDC Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's Joy District. Like, it's not that serious. You know, you took it too far. I was pissed, bro. I remember I made like a snap story about it. I was like legitimately mad. I'm like, yo, we fucking do this DJ shit, and you're going to come up here and shit on it.
And probably get fucking paid more too.
And get more money. Yeah. What? Just because you got some tits? That's when I was like, I'm getting in the tit business.
I mean, you did it right. You're in it now.
Yeah. No, I was in it before that, but that just proved even further.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. And the fact is that like there's not a lot of girl DJ. Like, I'm actually honestly surprised that more females don't DJ, because truly I think that, as fucked up as it sounds, like a female DJ would probably get booked easier than a lot of guys.
Yeah, I mean, people just want, if you have the right branding, if you have the right package, you know, you got your bikini on and your fucking headshots, someone might think they can get a nip slip, you know. It's whatever. It's all about branding.
I mean, that's something that you've always done right, is your branding, whether it's from you and Dolo or you yourself. I mean, you guys have been working on that shit, basically doing the shit yourselves too, from Strategy and Dolo show to all the videos and skits and everything. I mean, you guys do that all in-house. Yeah,
I love that shit, bro. That, well, first of all, thank you. But yeah, me and Dolo I love that shit. We were first making music. Like, when we first became friends, we're like, oh, we're DJs. Like, we should make music, you know, standard procedure. And we did that for a little bit. And then it kind of just evolved into the Strategy and Dolo show. We were kind of like, fuck music. Let's do like some stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny seeing like from when you guys first started, the quality. And honestly, that's what I thought was funny at first. Like, that it was part of like the niche of your guys' videos, was like how shitty like the budget quality. Yeah. Like, it's basically like stick people videos, but that shit is what made it funny. And then now, like, you guys have gotten better and better, and then like different equipment, whether from getting like green screens and stuff like that, and the videos just continue to keep evolving and evolving. And then now you get like everything from Twitch, where I'm assuming then you had to even learn more stuff.
Yeah.
And it's streaming kind of turning you like you learn all this shit about tech shit.
Yeah, but and it's like every time something new, every time you move on to like the next shit, you always find that the old shit you did plays a factor in it.
Yeah,
somehow,
100%.
Or adds value to it. Like, you know, now that I'm on Patreon, all of my old content is valid again. You know, like all the shit that I can't post anywhere else, just now I have a place for it.
Yep.
So it's like, it all comes together at some point. You know what I mean? Everyone wants like a fast, like, oh, this shit's not working. I've been doing this podcast for 6 months, 7 months, nothing's happening. Like you just fucking grind it out. And then all that shit pays off at some point or comes into play or something.
Yeah. For Patreon, even for myself, I mean, I've been trying to like figure out a way to actually brand properly for myself and do something that I could put out to make revenue monthly, like something on a Patreon. And I have a couple ideas that I'm working on for 2021 and hopefully roll out.
Why don't you guys do the podcast on Patreon, or you could do like a special episode? That's what I noticed a lot of the podcast guys do is like,
I know you've talked about that before. You're like, yo, just put your fucking podcast on there. And the only thing like I said to you, I was like, I just wouldn't want to be like making money off of other people's mixes, even though I know it is like my show and I'm the one that's putting in like the work, doing the shit every day.
I mean, that's your platform that you're giving people shine on.
Yep.
So you should make the money because you're putting in the work, and their benefit of being on it is not getting paid. I mean, if you get to a point where you could pay people, that's dope. You could pay them. But other than that, it's the promo because you built the audience. They're getting a new audience. You know what I mean? Like that's their payoff.
Yeah. I mean, because each mix is getting like, I mean, I'm over probably 2,500 listens a week. So between the 7 shows, and obviously some get listened to more than others, depending on like format and depending on how much these DJs push it, because some of them like, they're like, yeah, I'll be on it. And then they just don't even put like any post up that the mix is out. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, you're not going to get fucking listens on your shit if you're not pushing it. So, I mean, it's just like your regular DJ nights, but yeah, I mean, that's, if I would have to do like certain ones to put on there, it's definitely something that would take like planning. Like this next week, I have this Vegas takeover week lined up. So I'm doing like 7 Vegas DJs, like how I did with the Miami takeover week. So that should be actually pretty good. I had 2 of them drop out. One Icon was on it, and he had his kid fuck up his hard drive, lost his whole hard drive of music.
Vegas Icon?
Yeah, IKO.
Oh shit.
Yeah, not Texas Icon. So he was supposed to be on it. I was like pumped to have him on it because obviously he's a fucking big DJ and working with club killers and stuff, and was one of the first ones I reached out to. And he was like, yo, my kid fried my fucking hard drive. I lost all my music. I was like, holy shit, that sucks.
That sucks bad. He couldn't even send you an old one though or something?
Well, that's what I was like. I figured some of these dudes have like just ones that they either never put out or just want to recycle and just,
you could recycle that shit. I know a lot of people think that like once you've done something, like it's it's hit its limit on whatever. If it was a Club Killers mix, it got all the plays off Club Killers, fucking put it on something else and get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get those plays, get those.
I feel like it's always going to reach a new like target audience, and especially
you didn't hit everybody on the internet the first time you posted it, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's still some very good guests on it. I got fucking Kid Conrad and then Q and Mix the B and a couple other.
Yeah. So, no, you've been putting in work, bro. Every day is a new mix.
Yeah.
That's
yours obviously just recently you did a Sunday's show, and that was actually a pretty big hit as far as like listens and stuff too. And then Mixcloud, like I get the emails from Mixcloud of like where they are in the charts depending on what I tag. But then like they're out on Apple Podcasts and out on SoundCloud. And I haven't been like flagged for anything yet on SoundCloud, knock on wood. So
that's good.
Hopefully they stay that way, which I was surprised, man. I thought SoundCloud was gonna get like flagged and taken down like right away.
Yeah, did they tone their shit down or what?
I don't know. But like that's what when I was first putting them out there, people were like, oh, don't even put them out there. And that's why I never did it from the get-go, because I was like, if I put this shit on SoundCloud, it's gonna get taken down just like Spotify did. Because like a month into quarantine, Spotify changed their rules once Sony did all their shit, and they took down like all these DJ mixes.
Yeah.
So I was like 40 episodes in, and then they took all my shit down, which sucked because Spotify is the easiest spot to get listens because everybody's fucking got it.
Yeah.
And it's like the easiest one to do. So, but it's been going good. And then obviously, it's fucking putting in a lot of work, but it gets a lot of these DJs recognition in different spots. And I know there's been people that have gotten gigs from the show, but then it gives me music to listen to while I fucking work out or do whatever. And then gets me networked with other DJs too. So that's always fucking dope.
Yeah,
For DJing.
that's fucking strong. What was your decision making process on that?
When I first started it,
Yeah.
honestly, when I first started it, I was like, fuck, like clubs are closed, bars are closed. None of these motherfuckers are gonna, as far as like regular people, non-DJs, are gonna have an outlet for like DJ mixes.
Yeah.
And I was like, and all these DJs are gonna want to either work or like have somewhere to be heard. And I was like, and plus, I want fucking music to listen to. So I was like, I'm gonna start this shit up. And then obviously it's good for my own branding as well. Like obviously everyone's like, oh yeah, like well you must be like doing it for yourself somehow. I'm like, not really. Like I'm not really getting anything out of this, aside from just like networking. But it just gives everybody music to listen to when all this shit was shut down.
Yeah. All right. I got one more question real quick, but let me piss. I gotta piss so bad. Hold on. All right, we're fucking back, baby. All right. So what made you want to do every day though? Because that's a lot. I feel like you had to hit a point where you were like, Jesus Christ, I probably should have done once a week. You know what I mean?
Dude, honestly, once I hit the new year, I was like, damn, I might have to tone this down to like once a week. And I still like might do that in the future here.
I feel like you can't now, bro. You've
gone too far.
It's how long has it been? It's been what, 6 months?
I'm almost to 300 episodes, so it's almost been a fucking full year.
Almost been a year.
Quarantine. Yeah,
you can't stop now, bro. You're right. I'm sure you got it worked out. You probably got the system, the scheduling, like everything's.
Yeah, that shit's easy, and that's like honestly one of the things I want to talk about with being on here.
Yeah,
doing this shit has made me realize how many DJs don't fucking know how to do so much shit.
Yeah.
Like how many DJs just aren't organized and like just don't know how to fucking send a mix over. I'm like, what do you like? How do you not know how to send a fucking file over?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, there's so many options, whether it's Dropbox, Google Drive, fucking WeTransfer. Like, there's literally so many options. They're like, someone will be like, oh, how do I send this over? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, you never like sent anything to somebody? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's fucking 2021. Like, you don't know how.
But are these like established or even like semi-established guys, or is it just like
some of them are? Yes.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, and like organization wise, like I'll be like, yo, send me over like your logos and shit, and it takes like a week for motherfuckers to send their shit. I'm like, bro, like, how don't you just have this? Like, I texted you, I was like, yo, send me your logos. You texted me back in fucking 10 minutes and sent the Dropbox link. I'm like, that's how easy it is. And I don't know if people just like don't get that side of like the business of DJing. I'm like, it's so easy to just put a fucking Dropbox folder together and that shit is on your phone. So anytime anybody needs anything, boop, copy link, post it.
Yeah.
Send it to whoever. Like, it's so fucking easy.
It's I think that's what really separates the guys that get further than the guys that don't, is like the business mind. Because like to be a DJ, you have to be a creative in some sort of way. You know what I mean? Like you're doing some sort of art. But then if you're too far into that, you don't have like a business mind.
Yeah.
And all this other shit gets lost. And you're just like, you know, it's like a hippie, like, oh, it's just gonna happen. Like I create, and the creations are just gonna manifest into work. You know what I mean? And like, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
You gotta get out there and suck some dicks and send some Dropbox links.
Yeah.
Some babies.
Yeah. What's your thought on like agents?
Agents?
Yeah. Like DJs having agents.
You like, always like that's the goal, right? Or at least some kind of goal. You're like, yeah, I want to have a manager and an agent. So like, I think a lot of people get them when they don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would you're just giving this guy money to do the shit that you can easily do for yourself and should be doing for yourself. Like you want to get an agent or a manager
when you
can't do that shit.
Exactly.
You got too many people hitting you up.
So that's why I brought it up, because one of the dudes that I had on here, like, he's like, oh yeah, just go through my agent. I email his agent. I'm like, yo, send me over like his picture, his press photos, and then like whatever pictures that you want used for the post, and send me his logos and stuff. and like never sent anything out. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of having this manager if the motherfucker doesn't even like answer the shit and get your stuff sent over? Like, I'm like, I don't get it. And then they send over shit and it's fucking just not good quality, like pictures and logos and stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't fucking get this shit.
Yeah, I mean the DJ agency game is a racket. That's a fucking racket right there. And there's definitely the right people that it helps, and like there's a place for everyone in there. But when you go to sign to an agency, for the most part, you're telling them that you're going to give them a certain percent of all of your money, even your existing residencies that you got yourself before they even knew who you were.
Yep.
So that's a
love to see
fucking
what like scam is fucking getting from a lot of these DJs, because obviously like scam's like the biggest one, and they have fucking 100 DJs on their roster. Like,
but it plays back to like the business mind thing. So if you do the math and you're like, all right, I'll give these guys 15, 18%, whatever it is, 10%. I don't really even know what it is. You're like, all right, I'll give these guys that much of my money because I know that having their name behind me, that's a big name. Scam's a big fucking name. If you can use that to your advantage, you don't want to wait for them to book you. Now that you have an agent, you don't just sit back and you're like, all right, let's see what you got for me. You know what I mean? Like, no, you got to take their fucking name that they just gave you and really make some moves with it. So if you think that you can do that, then it's smart. Yeah, I think a lot of guys are like, I want to get an agent, because once I get an agent,
they'll do all the booking
in the studio all day and smoke weed and make music, and he'll do everything. But it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. I always like when I see new people like with agents, and then just obviously previous like bigger DJs and shit, I'll be like, God damn, like how much are they getting? One, how much are they getting paid? And then how much are they giving away? And I'm like, is that shit fucking really worth it? Like, could you not go and get all these gigs yourself and then not have to surrender X amount of money from it? So it's just always kind of just the thing that you fucking think about. Obviously, you've done it with no DJ or no agent management forever.
Yeah, I mean, well, me and Dolo one time got a PR lady. That was a racket too. That fucking bitch. I never remember her name. Dude, she literally did not do a single thing for us. She made us sign like a
month. What made you guys want to get one?
This was like right when the Strategy and Dolo show was getting like 20K views every fucking Tuesday, or we did it on Tuesday, like the live show, the shots, the live stream. Yeah. So we were trying to run with it. We had traction, and we're like, all right, let's see what we could do next. And we got an agent so that she could hopefully get us on, well, I don't know, whatever, podcasts or magazines or whatever the fuck she said she was going to do. We had to sign a 3-month contract. I want to say it was $4,000 a month or something like that. And we had to pay her, and she literally did nothing. We got nothing. She
got like not a single.
We went to LA too. We flew ourselves to LA because she allegedly had some shitty like fucking hood podcast that she was going to get us on, but it was like, whatever, she's fucking doing something, let's go do it. And they both fell through. We didn't even get to do them, both of them.
Yeah.
And we still had to cut this bitch a check. I wish Dolo was here right now because he gets mad about that. He's fucking angry.
Yeah, Dolo gets heated quick too.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he doesn't censor himself. I'm
gonna bring it up to him on Wednesday when we do our fucking podcast. He's gonna get lit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna push.
What, you're doing that one just on Patreon, right?
Yeah, I think so. I just want to do. I would love to do it on YouTube.
Yeah,
but I want to censor some things.
Yep.
And then have the unedited on Patreon. But it's a lot of work to go through it and censor this shit. So it's just because I'm being lazy.
Yeah, and just don't want to put the extra editing work and shit.
Yeah, I'm just getting a little clip and maybe censoring that and throwing it on YouTube. But I also feel like it's another nice thing for the patrons. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's nice to be able to fucking hear you and Dolo chop it up about just regular DJ issues and just shit that comes up where it's like, it's relatable to people for like the most part, at least from what I've seen on like your guys' Instagram, from the reels that you put up. So it's nice to actually like listen to you guys there. I always like fucking kicking it with you guys and then just hearing all the shit that you guys say, because you guys have always helped me as a DJ, and then just with everything else. I mean, whether it's fucking outside of the club stuff or just sitting there kicking it, doing fucking whatever, it's always been good. You guys are not prima donnas that fucking don't want to help out the younger dudes, so that's always good.
Yeah, no, helping. Like sometimes when you tell somebody, like when people come over or they're like, yo, can we do a scratch session or whatever? Mm-hmm. I'm always like, yeah, because first of all, that's how I learned. You know what I mean? I was at fucking Castle's crib and Architect's crib. My dad was all, I remember Castle lived in Humboldt Park, and I told my dad where I was going. I showed him the address, and he was like, that's Humboldt Park. That's a dangerous area. You can't be over there. And I was like, well, I'm going to this fucking nerdy white guy's house. I think I'll be all right. And he was like, you know, he was all shook about it. But yeah, I was in Castle's fucking crib watching him. But when you teach somebody something, it just reminds you to do it, because that shit fades. Like you forget, you know what I mean? When you're teaching somebody something, you're telling them something, you know, the information that you know that you just think you know and you don't actually think about, and then you're saying it, and you're like, oh shit, okay, yeah. So it helps you just as much as it helps them, honestly. So I fuck with that. I love that shit.
Yeah. I know you put on fucking a lot of people and then like to help out a lot of people, so it's always dope. You gonna be fucking coming back up to Milwaukee? Speaking of putting on other people,
I hope so.
Fucking Lucid opening back up.
Yeah, is it still gonna be Lucid, same name and everything?
Yeah, for now. I mean, they're gonna want to rebrand at some point and change it. They've done changes on the inside and renovations. So, but for the most part, I mean, that's the kind of shit that you want to buy into, because it's already everything's already set. You have the full club, full equipment. You don't have to fucking really go out and do anything. It's basically you just turn the key and you're good to go. I mean, they have the full sound system, all the DJ equipment, all the lights, everything is there. So you're buying a club that's set to go.
Who's the guy that bought DEX?
I don't think anyone right now. Like they had a managing partner with like Saleh and them.
Rock put me through to some dude who said he was Donato's cousin, I think.
Oh, Sal,
yeah, but not Sal, different Sal.
Yeah, not Fat
Sandwich Sal.
Yeah, not Fat Sal.
Yeah.
I don't know if he bought DEX.
I thought he told me it was DEX. I don't know.
He bought Sophie, and then they have District.
Is it District? He hit me up about.
Blackman, I don't know who the fuck is running DEX right now. They've been doing whatever with that for a while.
He hit me up about playing at he was like, yo, I'm Donato's cousin, I'm doing this new spot. He was like, I talked to Donato, he's not going to be open, so if you're going to be back in Chicago, let me know. So I feel like I got to hit him up and see what's going on. Maybe
that's probably District.
I don't know.
Austin, who owns DEX right now? It's just Tom, right? Like that owns it.
Sal's doing something with it.
Oh yeah, so Sal is doing something with it. Never mind.
There you go.
I didn't even.
It's not open yet.
No.
Okay.
I don't know the details, but I know it's gonna be him and Tom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it is Tom. Yeah. So Tom owns like the building, and he's one of the dudes that owns like part of 720 too. So yeah, he probably just did it with Sal. But I'm sure that I know initially they were trying to fucking renovate shit a while ago, and they probably aren't gonna open anytime soon, because as far as like nightclubs with the rules here,
I think maybe he was hoping
wise it works to like make money right now.
I think he was hoping that by this time it would be back to normal.
Yeah,
like
more
the rest of us.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy for now, because like as far as having the seating rules, I mean, if you're going to a club, you want to be able to fucking dance. So like 720 hasn't opened because it's just not worth the money when you can only have 100 people in there and they have to fucking be seated the whole time.
Yeah, it's like they're coming there to have fun, and you're doing everything you can to prevent the fun from happening. Like who wants to be? That sounds like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why like none of them have opened really. Yeah, it's shitty, and I don't know really if there's any timeline for anything in the future because they just had the seating mandate like reassessed, and they literally didn't change anything.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Wednesday, you know, the bars are still closed. People are still going fucking insane out of their goddamn minds.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they storm the fucking Capitol again.
Jesus.
Like, what the fuck was that? It's unbelievable. All right, we can't even talk about this. Let's fucking wrap this up. What else you got?
Man, nothing really. That's
the Vegas takeover coming up on the platform.
Yep.
When is that?
It's the last week of January, so it'll be this coming week.
What's up with the Chicago
episodes? I've tried to set up the Chicago takeover.
What does it take to set it up? Because I know I probably didn't literally respond in the group chat.
Yeah, but you've hit me up before. The point of doing the takeovers is that I just do a full week of like the best DJs from that city.
Okay.
So when I hit up all the Chicago dudes who I know all of them. No, well, they did, and Navik fucking blew me off.
He just didn't send a mix?
No, he in the text was like basically being like, no, I don't want to fucking do this. And then he sent that like meme of like Will Ferrell fucking being like, hey guys, I have a DJ mix, and it's like the burning shit in the background, like the world is on fire.
Like the world, like he was on some sad boy shit. Yeah, like the world is burning, and I'm
like basically saying like nobody wants to listen to your fucking DJ mixes.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. He was maybe a little emotional or something at the time.
Which I thought was funny, like the meme, but I was like, damn, bro, like you could have just fucking said no.
Yeah.
Because then like all the other DJs were like, yeah, I'm out because they just.
Yeah. Why don't you just fuck a group chat? Because I feel like the group chat's the way. Anytime I get put in a random group chat, I'm like, Jesus.
Well, I had reached out to them prior, like individually.
Yeah. Just try and, if you just set it up like, yo, strategy, will you do this mix on Monday? Yeah, here's a mix. I mean, for me, it's easy. You could literally take anything.
Yeah,
I have to actually upload my shit right now. But yeah, I mean,
like ideally I wanted like Metro, you, Navik, Shaw, Dolo, and like 7 of my favorite who like I think are the top guys in Chicago. And then I make branded flyers for it. Like for the Vegas one, I did like
the flyers look good too. Your first flyers they're a little rough around the edges, like our first videos. Now they're looking good.
Yeah,
send me those too. I was like, all right,
I was like, all right, cool. Like, but yeah, for the takeovers, I do it branded to like the city, like the Miami one. I have fucking palm trees and shit, and then this Vegas one, I'll have like Vegas lights and do some other like probably city background, just like in the back, and then have the guys over the top. So like Chicago, I'll do the same thing, just probably have like skyline, whatever, and then you just brand it that way and have 7 of the Chicago guys each day of the week.
Yeah.
So, and it's dope because then it's like, it's kind of like your way to flex for your city and like put on for your city. Because like Miami did it. I mean, I had fucking Conflict, Crespo, all these other dudes who are like chiseled, big names in Miami.
Homies.
Yeah. So yeah, it's nice because then you get to kind of put on for your city and like, yo, this is Miami DJs. This is how we fucking do it. And then Chicago guys, I mean, if we put the 7 of you guys together, it's a fucking strong lineup.
Well, try it again. Maybe this time, maybe you sent the text out at like the fucking lootings were happening or something. People.
It was earlier in quarantine, so
it might have been a bad time.
Yeah.
Try it again. I'd say try it again either before Wednesday or see what happens Wednesday and take it from there.
And then retry. Yeah. We'll see. So we'll see if we can get one going.
All right, dope. What else? You got what's the social media?
At DJ DEX MKE. That's all across the
is
board.
Milwaukee, by the way. I remember I was sitting next to Fawn when you followed him, and he was like, do you know who Dex Mex is? And
that's what he thought it was?
Yeah, and I was like, what? Dex?
He's like, damn, this kid looks white as shit from his pictures.
I was like, Dex Mex? I don't know. No, I don't know what that is. He's like, DJ Dex MKE. I was like, oh, that's my homie. I was like, MKE is Milwaukee.
Yeah. See, that's one thing I want to get rid of, but there's no like I'm big on having uniform branding across the board.
Yeah.
You used to until your shit got fucking shut down.
rocks, couple bumps in the road, had to rename. But that's where Party with Strategy came from, was because I had to rename so many times. So
yeah.
I'm not mad at it because I like that now.
Yeah.
You know, at first it was like, well, fuck it, I'll just use this. This is available. But now it's like, all right, cool.
I get so frustrated when like people got like their Twitter is this, and then their Instagram is something completely else, and then their Facebook is something complete. I'm like, bro, make your shit the same so your brand fucking stays on point.
Yeah, so anybody could find you anywhere.
Correct.
Like, people will give you some.
Austin's an idiot, and all his shit is all fucking separate.
I was
all the time.
I was about to say, people will give you some retarded excuse for it too. Like, it's like, no, because like, you know, I want these people to know this, but then if they go over here, I want them to know this. You know,
no, just
like,
make your shit the same. It's just at whatever, and it's across the board, easy to do. So yeah, I mean, that's how I have it with the platform mix. Is just at the platform mix on fucking all socials, and then my DJ for myself, it's at DJ DEX MKE across all socials. So.
All right, let's fucking go, champ.
Yeah.
You playing Fortnite tonight? I'm about to hop on.
This Bucks game is about to end, and then Austin and I we'll jump on the fork.
All right,
catch a couple dubs real quick here. I got to get some food. I haven't eaten since fucking breakfast.
All right, well, good talking with you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you follow this man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, peace out.